Hi guys, it's Kayla from the Garden Groomer here in Des Moines, Iowa. I've been gone and off YouTube for a little minute, and for that I do apologize. It's our first full season, so we're just getting used to practicing being consistent, which is hard, but we're working on it. I usually take the winters off from our business, from the season. As you know, we're in Des Moines, Iowa, Zone 5B. So we get pretty harsh winters, so we close up shop for the winter and everybody kind of does their own thing. I actually convert my SUV into a small camper, and I travel the West Coast and spend a lot of the time in the desert, soaking up the sun, and just enjoying my time until I come back, which is now. So it's now the middle of March. It's spring here in Iowa, which you never know what spring here could bring. It can be sunny and 75 one day, and then 2 days later we're getting snow, which that's actually happening currently. So today I just kind of want to hop on and talk a little bit about some updates and changes that we're making for the season from a small business front, which I'm really excited to show you. Kind of our new prized possession, but then also talk a little bit about what we're doing at this time of the year. Some people get a little overwhelmed when it comes into spring because they just want to clean everything up in the garden and they don't know where to start. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well. But first, before we walk around the garden, something that I'm every time I look at it, I freak out. I'm really excited about is I finally got our van wrapped. This is our girl Bertha, and we'll make sure we pop up some good pictures on the screen so you can see it in case it's too bright. But I've had this van since I've started, so 2017. She's a 1999 Chevy Express, no, Ford Econoline. I got that wrong. Judge me. Okay, so you know I'm a girl who gardens, not a girl who knows cars. Just wanted to pop back in here. This is a Chevy Express 2500. It is not a Ford Econoline at all. But anyway, Chevy. Well, that I got, like I said, when I very first started, she was a lovely shade of navy blue with some very tacky magnets on it, but they worked. They were great for quite a few years, but I finally decided to bite the bullet and get her wrapped. It was a little bit of an investment, but I think it's super worth it. Not only is it gonna get us more business, but it just sort of elevates our look, our vibe, and it has very much motivated our staff too. My girl Allie, who drives the van, was so excited to see Bertha get a glow up, we'll call it, and we had a real dear friend of ours, Maria. If you're watching, we love you. Thank you so much for everything you've done. She went ahead and kind of updated our logo. She did the entire design, and I could not be happier. I'm very excited. It just looks so good. We even made sure, which if you're wrapping your small business vehicle, excuse me, something that Maria encouraged us to put on was our QR code to our website. So if you're sitting at a stoplight and you see this big thing, you really don't have to have too much effort or put in too much effort to find us online. You can literally pop out your phone, take a picture of the QR code, and it brings you right to our website, which is great. But alas, Bertha, I'm so excited. And now, usually what I do every spring too is I order a new round of uniforms for our staff. So we're gonna be getting more t-shirts and tank tops and sweatshirts, and we're gonna kind of base a lot of the design off of what the van looks like. So when the crew goes up to a job site, everything is matchy-matchy, and it just looks good and cohesive. So this is probably the most exciting thing so far this spring. I can't get over it. She looks so good. It looks so pretty. I'm obsessed. I love it. Okay. I can't look away. She's just, we'll come back, Bertha. We'll come back. You hang tight. Stay pretty. So what we're working on now with Garden Groomer is getting all of our clients set up for their routine maintenance visits. And now that it's spring and it's March, we're gonna get started with spring cleanups, which I haven't touched my yard since I've gotten back. I literally got back a couple days ago. But we're actually gonna leave our gardens dirty for now, as we're going to use them as training day for our staff, which I'm pretty excited about. We're gonna invite the whole team over here, and we're gonna use our gardens as a way to train them on how we clean up gardens. And I didn't bring any tools or anything with me now, but basically what we're looking for in the gardens right now is any old debris. This little sedum is a great example. You can see all this old debris from last year, but you can see the new growth come in, these nice little green little rosettes. So we'll come through with some hand clippers and clip off all of this old dead growth. So all you see is the new plant, and we'll pretty much do that to every single plant here in the garden bed. Again, just to kind of clean things up, make it look fresh, and train our staff on how we like to clean up gardens. But one thing that I'm really excited about, I think I'm near right here, but I'll find a better one. Here's a good one. One thing I'm excited about is late last fall, gosh, it was like, I think it was like December when we planted these. I had some leftover bulbs from a project, and I just decided to throw them in the ground last minute. I mean, it was quite literally like halfway through December, but we were still pretty warm. And so I just popped a bunch of bulbs into the gardens, because to my knowledge, none of these gardens had spring bulbs. And what a warm welcome home. Now they're coming up, and I'm so excited. It's so fun to see them kind of poke up out of the ground. I think these ones are daffodils. I had a random array. Some of them were even unlabeled, which to me doesn't bother me, but I just popped them in throughout all the garden beds to see what happens. We will probably show another video of us doing that in the fall, just to kind of show you how we did it and why, and you know, just how to plant spring bulbs, because sometimes it can be a little scary to just throw something in the ground and hope for the best. But I promise you it's pretty easy. Anybody can do it. So yeah, so we'll be doing that. I guess one other little fun, exciting thing is, as most of you probably know, we recently purchased this property, and on it came this beautiful greenhouse, which in all honesty, I'll be very blunt and vulnerable. I've never operated a greenhouse. Never. Not once. I have done little seeds on a windowsill. That worked great for me at one point, but I've never had a greenhouse this size. So I am starting fresh with my knowledge on something, which is very exciting to learn something new. That being said, we're just playing with what to do with it, because there's so many opportunities and things you can do, whether it's growing in the ground or in seed trays. But one of our employees, Bella, love you, Bella, she decided to come in and start some seeds. So I think she started these about a couple weeks ago. Don't mind the dog toy and the highlighter. She started some seeds a few weeks ago, maybe not even a couple weeks ago, maybe just a week or two ago. We've got everything from peppers, lettuce, some corn, tomatoes. This one's called pumpkin on a stick. And you can see they're already coming up. We've already got some little germinated seeds here. And again, we're just practicing and playing. I think there's something to be said about just diving in and giving it a try. Like I said, I am a gardener. I've owned a gardening company for 8 or 9 years now, but I've never had to operate a greenhouse. So it's learning the humidity, learning the airflow, learning when it's too hot or too cold, put the sides up, put the sides down, run the fan. All these things that I'm still learning how to do, which to anybody out there who has a greenhouse, kind of like this one, I would love to connect with you. And if you can teach me a thing or two about how to operate it and some tips and tricks, I would love that. I'm here to learn and collaborate. But I'm super excited about this. In future years, we'll have the entire greenhouse full of these tables, hopefully growing a bunch of products for our clients to buy. Anyways, I know this video didn't contain anything riveting, but I just wanted to come on and just say that we're back. I'm super excited to kind of have a whole season with YouTube this year. Since last year we started our channel in the fall, so it'll be really fun to have you guys here with us in the spring and the summer, and to our full first season at the farm. So I appreciate you taking a moment to watch this video. Hopefully you'll watch the rest of them to come, and happy spring, and we'll see you soon.